Where are we, Tracy?
So today we've come to the Roundhouse, which is at Barrow Hill in Chesterfield, and it's a big train museum. So they've got a turntable, loads of trains that some of them you can climb up steps and have a little look in. Milo loves it because he's into Thomas and the Tank Engine at the minute, so you can see a few of them behind me. So we're going to have a look round and take on a few of the trains, and hopefully we can catch maybe some of the demonstrations that are happening. But there's a few different buildings with different things going on, so this particular one has got quite a lot of sort of trains and carriages in it, and then over in another one of the buildings we know there's quite a lot of Deltic trains, and then there
What
might
are
be a
Deltic
few,
trains?
I have no idea.
The British diesel engines from the 60s, 70s and 80s.
That's what I was going to say. And then there's a few other things outside that we can have a look at, and a signal box, things like that. So yeah, we'll show you what we find.
Do you think Milo's enjoying it?
Milo, come here. Are you enjoying this?
Yep.
So it's raining quite a bit, but we've just run across to one of the other sheds, and this one very much Deltic trains in here, and I think it's dealt with by the Deltic Preservation Society, so they seem to be doing a lot of them up. So some of them are fully formed, but other ones they've just got like the bases and the engines. So we'll have a look around here and see. Milo's very excited.
Go on, mate, go, go! So in a couple of the little snippets we've done so far, Tracy talked about trains that are called Deltics, and These were diesel engines in Britain in the 60s, 70s, 80s. That are very big, very powerful engines used to pull all the big express trains. We're on one now. It's kind of like the front half of the engine that's been opened up, so you can come in and have a look. Somebody is really enjoying driving it.
It's a mini.
Is it good, mate?
Yeah.
It's really cool to see. It's great for kids because you actually get to sit on the seats and you can move stuff around. It's fun. It's kind of cool. And Milo likes it very.
I can go on 6 seconds.
So one thing I love about this place is we've been here a couple of times before. Is they have the train that Milo was playing on, which is great fun for kids and what have you. But they also have a lovely display of black and white photos of the Deltics over from the 1950s. I think they were designed and prototyped in 1956 and started on British Railways in 1958. So they have photos of them from the late 50s through the 60s, 70s, 80s of them going through all kind of British cities and things. I just find them kind of hypnotic to look at. They're really interesting for me. I have to say, I kind of find them cool to look at as well. This is a weird little comparison, but they kind of remind me of like a really big dog, because the windows at the front look like eyes, and the front of the engine looks a little bit like a big nose. I can imagine looking like a St. Bernard dog or something. It's also really interesting because nowadays when you see trains, the engine at the front is a similar size to the carriages behind them, also like being streamlined, aerodynamic and stuff like that. But the Deltics were big. I mean, if you have a look at the picture above me, if you can see that, they were big, hefty engines, and the carriages often look quite small behind them, which is very different to engines today, and I kind of find them interesting to look at. Trace, so we know Milo likes playing in that train, but do you like it here? Is it a good day out?
Yeah, it is, especially if you've got kids. Or not really, but Ian absolutely loves it. If your kid's into Thomas Tank Engine, it's ideal. They do demonstrations of the what's this called, Milo? A turntable. They do demonstrations of the turntable with the trains on, and do demos in the signal box as well, but we've missed them for today. But yeah, there's loads to look at. You can't get in many of them, you can only get in a couple, but it's still great just to have a look around because some have got steps up to them, so you can get up and have a look inside anyway. So yeah, it's a really good day out. Have you enjoyed it today?
Yeah, I like it. I'm kind of a bit of a history buff, so I like all old stuff and weird stuff. So there's lots of cool steam engines, so if your kid's into Thomas the Tank Engine, like Tracy said, it is great. But what I kind of like about it, and what I hope they will do more with in the future, is that they've got quite a lot of trains here that are old diesels, I think from like the 60s, 70s, maybe 80s. This might sound a bit odd, but I don't remember steam engines. I was too young when they finished. I wasn't born, so I don't relate to them that much. But I can remember stuff like this. They still had trains that looked like this in the 80s, so I thought it was kind of cool to see things that kind of make me remember a little bit from when I used to take a train when I was a kid, and I'd like him to do a little bit more. Hopefully in the future these will be done up and we can have a look at them.
We had a great morning out. If you fancy visiting, it's Barrow Hill in Chesterfield, and it's the Roundhouse. It was £9 for adults, £7 for children, and under 3s were free.